right, hello and welcome to my selection show here for my Dynasty team. If you're already in, thanks for joining. If you're so I'm gonna try and get through selecting, narrowing it down at least the top five. Probably selecting the team tonight of what we will go for my first Dynasty in the new college football game. I am going to let's see if I can get some background music going here. Actually, no, I'm gonna leave that off so I don't get okay. So I guess we'll just get started here. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go through these conferences. The easiest way is some of these big ones. I'm gonna take out the real easy ones, and we're gonna just start narrowing it down. So, um, Clemson, I think they're out. Like the ones that I think might be a little too easy or something like that. I just don't feel like I want to do yet. Florida State, I think could be too easy. Miami. Okay. Virginia has that. I think they'll have that stadium feature. And I don't know if they have their song in there. Okay, so we took two out there. Take a track here. American Conference. Anyone I want to take out? And then, like right now, it's gonna be just superficial, just eliminating teams real quick. As I get closer and narrow it down to top 25, at least I'm gonna start looking at this website here, which is gonna tell us rivalry things, all-time records, different things like that. So American Conference, is there anyone I really just want to take out? And we'll look into uniform stuff later once we narrow it down a little more. I think I want to do Charlotte. Okay, I'm gonna take out the two military schools just because I don't want to run those offenses yet because I haven't played the game, so I don't know how good I'll be at those offenses or how difficult those offenses will be. So for now, we're not doing that. So I just took out three schools there. Memphis should have good uniforms, I heard. Florida Atlantic, I just don't really want to do that. USF, ECU, I feel like a lot of people are going to do ECU. That way. There's a fly in here. Okay. So now let's leave that one alone for a little bit and go to how many teams do we have that one? 7, 8, 9. Okay. Big 12. The new Big 12. I want to do Colorado. I feel like you got to let Prime try and finish that out. TCU might be a little easier as far as Big 12 teams. Oklahoma State. Texas Tech. See, I'm a Longhorns fan, so I think I'm going to take some of these out just based on that. Utah, I think I think that might be a little too easy for this conference at least to be competitive there. Iowa State. Okay, so we'll leave those now. Okay, moving along here. Big Ten. Oregon. So a lot of these I think will be too easy. Iowa State, Michigan, Washington. Minnesota. I wish this fly would get out of here. Penn State, I think, will be too easy. I was just thinking their stadium would be so cool to have, though, using consistently, but I think it's too easy. Take out USC. Not a big SC fan. Like I said, this first time, we're going to just take out a bunch of teams quick. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna do Iowa. Even though they have that great defense. Okay, so we should be down to 11 teams there. Yep. Okay, Conference USA. I don't really want to do New Mexico State. Sam Houston. I do like their orange colors, but I think a lot of people are going to use them. And Kennesaw State. FIU. Not really feeling it. Or Louisiana Tech. Western Kentucky. I feel like these two teams will be used quite a bit, but I kind of like them. Okay, so we narrowed that one down a lot to 3, just with absolutely almost no info. Okay, we're almost at our top 100. Notre Dame, I think that'll be too easy. I don't think I like their color scheme. I think this weird Pac-12 would be interesting. I'm going to keep them in for now. Miami, Ohio, no. Don't want to do Toledo or Ohio. I don't think I really want Buffalo, maybe. Eastern Michigan, Akron, don't want to do them. Kent State, don't want to do them. I feel like last cycle they were used a lot. I don't think I'm gonna do Bowling Green. Stupid fly. Take them out. I'll leave these two in for now. Okay. Okay. And we should be in our top 100 now. All right, 96 teams now. Boise State, they're kind of dominating the Mountain West. I like the uniforms in that field. I might leave them in for now. Fresno State. Those two, San Diego State and San Jose State might be fun, but I just don't want to do it. UNLV. Air Force, same thing as the other military schools. Not really a fan of Utah State. Colorado State, I'm really interested in Hawaii. New Mexico, maybe. UNR, okay. So I think I'm going to keep these teams for now. Okay. How many do I have here? 8. As you see, a lot are going to be deleted off of here because they're too easy. Texas, Bama, LSU. Let's go through the obvious ones. Okay. So now that we got that, Tennessee. Just don't think so. Mizzou might stay in for a bit. Texas A&M, no. Even though their stadium would be fun to play in. Yes, no. Auburn might be. I think Auburn and Florida, recruiting wise, would be too easy. Mississippi State, no. Okay, so those are the SEC schools that get to stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From 16 down to 5. All right, Sun Belt. James Madison. Not really interested in doing them. App State, Troy. No. Marshall, maybe. Georgia State now. Close. They just I like their stadium. Louisiana Raging Cajuns. I don't think so. Georgia Southern. I'm not interested in. Arkansas State has that waterfall in their stadium. Southern Miss. Be an interesting one. I don't think I want to do either of these. Top 75. Okay. No, like, okay. Let's go back to the ACC. I didn't really delete any in the ACC. Can I get this flag? Do I have anything here? I couldn't see it. I don't know where it went. Okay. Let's delete some ACC schools. So I think Louisville's out. Miami's out. UNC's out. Pitt might be a little easier in that conference. I don't really want to do Boston College or Syracuse or Virginia. Let's just say that that's back already. It's on my monitor, so I didn't want to really get it, but it's really bugging the crap out of me. Okay, so we are now down to 8 schools there. Okay, let's get these two down to under 10. Not interested in Arizona or UCF. I was thinking about Baylor, but I'm not really interested in that either. Even though recruiting would be difficult fighting against all the other Texas schools. I'm not interested in Cincinnati or BYU. Okay. Now down to 6 here. Almost top 50. Okay, Big 10, let's get under 10. Northwestern, Purdue, Minnesota. I'm not really interested in Illinois or Michigan State or Indiana. Wisconsin and Nebraska. No. Not Maryland. Okay, so these are the Big 10 teams I'm interested in now. Got it down to 3. Alright, 3 more and we're in our top 50. So let's get this 8, 9, and 8 down. Memphis is one I think will be used a lot, so I'll take them out. Actually, I'm not that interested in Tulane or Temple or USF or UAB. Okay, North Texas and Rice. I just feel like recruiting would be difficult for these schools, which would make it interesting. So we got 3 left here. So now we're in our top 50. Down the Mountain West a little bit more. As much as I hate taking out Boise State, I think they're just too good for that conference. It'll be too easy. Fresno State, I think, is a fun one. I also kind of was in the area for a bit, so I think UNLV. I'll take Wyoming out. Colorado State, kind of like that other team in Colorado. I think I'm gonna keep them there for a bit. UNR is another one. Taking them out. I think I'm taking out Hawaii. So now we're down to 1, 2, 3 there. Let's take down this 8 down. SMU. I don't want to do NC State or Duke or Georgia Tech. I'm going to take out SMU as well. Oh, I thought I took out Virginia Tech. And I do kind of like this, keeping the new schools in AC in there, because I think the travel, everything, all of that is just going to be ridiculous. So that makes it fun. Okay. Top 40. Let's take down 36. So Big 12. Don't want maybe Kansas. Not Houston, not West Virginia. I like Iowa or Arizona State's uniforms. I think. Take out Kansas State. Keep Kansas in there. Shout out to KO on that. Got 2 left there. So back to the Sun Belt. Coastal Carolina might. App State. A lot of people might use them. Arkansas State, as much as I want to see their waterfall, I'll just have to schedule them because a lot of people are going to use them for that. Take out Texas State. Okay. So we're down to 2 teams there. Almost got a top 25. So we need to eliminate 4 more teams. And then we can go and look at that site. I'm going to take out UCLA. Just because I have these other 2 California teams, which I think are more intriguing in the ACC. Which I think means I will probably not do Wake Forest. I have 5 here. I'm going to take out South Carolina here. 4. And I'm going to take out UConn. Okay, so here's our top 25. So now with our top 25, let's start looking. That damn fly. That's what happened here. Sitting on my screen, it's like a big old horsefly almost looking deal. Did I get it? I don't know if I got it. We'll see if it comes back. Okay, so we have here our top 25. And we're going to start using the site to look them through. So we need to eliminate some SEC schools here. Which I think the first one to go is going to be Vanderbilt or Kentucky. So let's look up Missouri. So schools. Okay. Let's go SEC. Missouri. What's this? Is this their ratings? Oh yeah, they're starting to put in their ratings on this website too. If you haven't heard of it, I saw it on the Everything College Football Twitter, and they tag College Pigskin on Twitter or X, and that is what I'm currently using. And it gives you, you're going to see right now all the info it starts giving us old conferences. So you click view on each team. It has they're starting to, it seems like they're barely starting to put in their ratings. It sends you to their actual page. Correct. So AP poll ranked number 8, 266 weeks in poll. Last season they were 11-2. Overall, they have a winning record. Bowl game record is under 500. 0 championships, 12 conference. 0 Heisman winners, and 14 All-Americans. Here's some of their field information. 71,000 capacity. Wooden roof built 1927. Some school information. So here's rivals, and I want to make sure they have rivalry games where there's a trophy like the Indian War Drum Lamar Hunt Trophy. Victory Bell. I have a few that have Tiger Sooner Peace Pipe. Okay. have a winning record in all of their rivalry games minus Missouri and Nebraska and Oklahoma. So I think since they were 11-2, let's enter more stats. Last 10 seasons they're over 500. Last 5 seasons over 500. Last 20 seasons over 500. So I think them being an SEC school with their stats like that and 11-2 record, I think Missouri is out. Let's look at Kentucky. Doesn't have ratings. 7-6 last season. Overall, barely a winning record. Not ranked. And Mizzou was, it said, ranked number 8 right now. Winning bowling, 1 national championship, 2 conference, 14 All-Americans, 0 Heismans. Winning record in their last 10, losing in their last 20. 61,000. Open roof type. In 1973. Rival games here. Governor's Cup, which they have, they're winning that by a lot. Barely winning the rivalry versus Vanderbilt. Losing against Tennessee by a lot. And Florida and Indiana in the Bourbon Barrel. What are the other SEC schools here? Arkansas and Vanderbilt. So let's look at Arkansas and pick between these two. Not ranked. Last season 4-8. Winning record, 1 national championship, 25 All-Americans, 0 Heisman winners. Losing bowl game record. Losing record last 20 seasons. 80,000 capacity. It's a pretty big stadium. Built in 1938. I wish it said their offense. Golden Boot and Battle Line. Those are the big ones. Those are the ones that have trophies. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Losing record there, losing record there, and losing record against Texas. Oh, Southwest Classic. Winning. Wow, okay. But, okay, so I think Arkansas stays over Kentucky because of that win-loss record. Let's look at Vanderbilt. Really bad. Only 7 All-Americans. And really, really bad. So they might stay in this a little bit longer. And they're in the SEC, so that's going to be difficult to build them up, just being in that conference. But I want to see rivalries. Okay, they have one here with a trophy, the Gold Cowbell, which they have a losing record in all of these rivalries. But they do have a rivalry trophy game. So I think I'm going to keep Vanderbilt in a little bit more. A little bit longer, sorry. Okay, so Arkansas and Vanderbilt stay in for now, which I think Vanderbilt's going to take that one over Arkansas. Okay. Southern Miss and Marshall. Let's see what they have to offer. 29 last season. Winning record overall. Losing bowl game record. No All Americans. Last 20 seasons. They don't have this updated yet for Southern Miss. Not the largest stadium. Rivalry games. They got the Bell, which they're winning. Beating Memphis and beating Louisiana Tech. Oh, there's. Oh, okay. That's other stuff. Okay. So, if you have anything in the comments, just please go ahead and ask if there's a team you want to see. Let me know. I'll try and put that team up so you can kind of see all this info on them or their stadium. Their conference. We got Coastal Carolina, App State. They kind of fit the some of the criteria I was looking for. What happens if I click on stadiums and then go to the school? Does it show their stadium? No, it just goes straight to okay. And who was the other? Marshall. I don't seem that excited about Southern Miss. I thought I'd be more excited about them. These guys are a little bit better than Southern Miss. Kind of like that green. One All-American. Only 46 draft picks. And I mean, they kind of have a winning record in the last 20 seasons, so. Oh, and they're not gonna fit. They don't fit my criteria here of having a bowl game, a rivalry game with a trophy, which is something I really want because I want to see that in game, like that trophy being handed out. So Marshall is out. Okay, let's go back. These two schools are gonna be very similar, and they have a trophy against each other. So I'm gonna skip them for now. TSA. San Antonio. So recruiting will be difficult if you pick any Texas school. But see, they were 9-4 last year. Only 4 draft picks. Bowl game record's not good. I think with them being that good in their conference, nothing for rivals. So that takes them out. So UTSA is now out. North Texas. Seven, 1 All-American, 78 draft picks, 2-11 in bowls, losing record. Okay, so far it looks like this could be good to keep them advancing. See, they lose out on the rivalry game. Dang it! I kind of wanted to do North Texas, not fully, but I wanted them to stay in the running. Let's see, Rice. Are we about to eliminate that whole conference? Losing record, but they were bowl eligible. That last loss probably okay. Losing record last 20 years, which is becoming a lot more important for me than I thought it would. Now that I see all these stats. So, good to know now, I guess. Okay, they have 2 that have names that probably have trophies, the Mayor's Cup and the Bayou Bucket, and they have a losing record in both, to Houston by a lot, and to Texas by a lot. We get to see 2 military schools. Rice. Oh, that's who I'm looking at. ECU, who I think is going to be a popular choice. Another school I just eliminated. USF. Could be an interesting conference. So Rice advances. Big 12. I don't know. I'm not really feeling Kansas each time I see their name. So I'm just eliminating them now, and I'm gonna go check Arizona State, one of the newest members to the Big 12. Three and 9 last year in the Pac-12. Oregon State. Hey Riley, thanks for checking in. Oregon State is still in the running right now. I'm gonna go through their stuff right now and kind of explain why they're still in the running. Them and Washington State. Right now we're at Arizona State. They have a winning and a 500 record in the last 10 and 20 seasons. And they have one rivalry that has a trophy, Territorial Cup. And this conference is going to be interesting next year. But do I keep Arizona State in here? I think I'm getting rid of Arizona State. So I think we've eliminated our first conference besides the independents. So Oregon State is over here still. I'm gonna get there soon. I got 2 more conferences to go, and then I get to Oregon State to see. I am now in my top 20. I think once I get to my top 10, I'm gonna start looking up uniforms and things online and a little more in depth. Right now, for the top 25, I'm just going to this website to look up mainly records in the last 20 years and if they have a rivalry with a trophy. So let's go Purdue. Purdue. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, in the Big Ten. So we're Big Ten now. Four and 8 last year. 22 Americans. Let's see, losing record last 20 seasons. Decent stadium. They have 3 rivalries. Purdue Cannon, Old Oaken Bucket. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Sholola Trophy. I probably butchered that. And they have a losing record in 1 of them and a winning record in 2. And the Big Ten would be a difficult conference. It's not showing USC on here. Oh, they're there. Okay. Purdue might sneak by. I don't know about top 10, but for now, I'll keep them in there. And Rutgers. Rutgers, the reason I want to keep them in mainly is because they played the very first ever college football game. Like in real life, they played the very first ever sanctioned college football game, so I kind of want to keep them in. But they have a winning record last season. Winning bowl game record. See, they have that doesn't mean much when they have this is their winning percentage for the last 20 seasons. Oh, it's a losing record. It doesn't mark them as any rivalries, so that kind of automatically is going to take them out for me. Even though I really wanted to keep them in, I'm going to take out Rutgers for now. Liberty. Riley, you an Oregon State fan, I'm assuming? Is that what you're asking? So here you go with Liberty. See, they were too good in their 13-1 last year, so in their conference they were really good. That's going to kind of take them out. And this winning record too was not all Division 1. say they have a rivalry with Coastal Carolina, but no trophy. I just think they'll be too good in their conference, so Liberty is out. Jacksonville State. Oh, dude, that's awesome. I actually live, like, I grew up in a very rural area where I don't have anything around me, but Oregon State and University of Oregon, so Eugene and Corvallis. I say it's relatively close to me, about 3 hours away. Oregon State's probably about 3.5, but my son did Pop Warner last year, and they get to play their like championship game at the Beaver Stadium. So then now having you in here, checking out the channel, Oregon State might be an automatic like top 5 team now for those multiple reasons. What's your brother's name? And what position does he play? So let's look up. Well, you answered that. We'll go to Jacksonville State. That way we can kind of hurry up and get on to Oregon State. So JSU. 9-4 last season. They have a Heisman winner. So I'd like to get a school's like first Heisman, first a lot of things. Don't have a mascot, and don't have rivalry games, so JSU is out, which is unfortunate. I kind of, at least for my first dynasty on here, it's out. Let's go UTEP. So your brother, and so what position's your brother, and what is he, senior, junior? Like what year is he in? See, anything with Texas recruiting will be very difficult if you're not one of the main schools. Okay, losing record, one All-American only. Pretty bad record the last 20 years. Tight end, redshirt freshman. Is this football season coming up this fall? Is that his redshirt season, or is he going to be on the active roster now? Was he a redshirt last year, or is he going to be redshirted this year? Silver Spade. So they have a rivalry with, was that New Mexico State, which they are winning. So I guess that their conference. Liberty seems like they're the best one here, and JSU is there, who I was looking at right now. Okay, so he gets to be active and participate in games this year. Tight end. I might look him up right now. Maybe not on stream, that way I don't put his name out there. But I mean, you're the only one in stream, I think, so I don't think it'd matter. But I mean, that'd be pretty. Is he opted into the game? Like, is he actually going to be in the game where they're going to use his real name and everything, or did he opt out? I'm not very excited. Might leave UTEP in a little bit longer. Not very excited. I mean, you know what? Conference USA is now out as well. I wasn't too excited about that. He's in. Oh, okay, that'll be cool. Okay, so I mean, having someone in here watching the channel that has a brother playing on Oregon State, and he's going to be in the game, that might help Oregon State. That will help Oregon State over a lot of teams. For me picking this, especially if you keep checking out the stream. Sorry, I don't know if it's like OCD or what, but I just kind of try to clean this up. Okay, so before we go to Oregon State, so we can spend more time on them, let's look at Washington State real quick, see if they're worth keeping in, and then we'll try and narrow it to the top 10, which, you know what, just because you're in here and your brother plays on there, I'm keeping them at least top 10, possibly top 5, regardless of anything, just because you're in here. I'll keep them in the running up until the end. But I am curious. Let's look up. Kind of curious to see what your brother's name is, or just look at the roster. Yeah, if you check out the stream and you follow along, I might just keep it, and you're in here. I might just like they might win. And like I said, because I'm nearby, I've been to that stadium. Like Oregon State, I knew was going to be one of the top schools I wanted to look at. Okay, so they have two that fit that criteria. So one of these two must be your brother then. I haven't been there, but I've heard of that spot. Sonora, I know that. Portland, Portland, Beaverton. Grants Pass. Okay. So I think I don't know which one exactly he is because there's a couple that fit the criteria you told me, but I think I found your brother. That's pretty cool. Okay. So let's look up. Let's go back to Washington State. But that's cool. Your brother's actually going to be in the game legitimately. Washington State losing record last year. And see, I don't know how I feel about Washington State just because I believe Mike Leach passed away too, and I like Mike Leach, which I actually have his offensive playbook from when he was at Oklahoma. In one of I have it downloaded in one of my emails. Just kind of a quick fact there. Last 10 seasons they have a winning record. Last 20 it's losing though. They have the Apple Cup trophy versus with Washington, who switched conferences and they have a losing record. Just because of those reasons too, I really like these two teams for Dynasty, so I'm gonna keep both these Pack 2 teams in, I guess you would call them. Man, why are all these bugs in here right now? Like all these little night bugs that chase the light. Western Michigan, I think I'm taking them out. I'm not really too excited about using them. Buffalo, I'm gonna check out because I kind of am. So Riley, just a heads up, it's really unfortunate, but I will actually be gone for like I think I leave like 2 days before the game releases, and then I'm gonna be gone for like almost 2 weeks, so I don't get to play when it first comes out. So I'm gonna try and make some videos to release, like some hack videos maybe. And as soon as I get back from that, I'm gonna start streaming this game hard. Okay, 3-9. All-time losing record. 500 in bowl games. Only 15 draft picks. No All-Americans. Which is crazy thing knowing that Khalil Mack went there. Losing record. They almost didn't meet that criteria in the last 5 seasons, but they did. They have a mascot, and the reason I care about like mascots stuff like that is because I know that EA try to get as much of that stuff in here. No rivals though. No, and their conference I'm not too excited about, but no rivals. So that's going to take out Buffalo. So the MAC is now at 0 teams as well. Down to 12, almost in the top 10. UNLV, Fresno State. I like these teams, but I think Fresno State, uniform-wise, isn't going to hype me up too much. And I think they're one of the better teams in the Mountain West, if I remember correctly. So I think I'm taking out Fresno State. So down to 11. UNLV, Colorado State. I like the Colorado State story of like they're the other team in Colorado, kind of not really respected. UNLV, I don't know why they intrigue me. I know someone who attends that school doesn't play on the team, but maybe that's why. Okay, need to eliminate one more before we get into our top 10. And I think it's going to be Vanderbilt. Taking out Vanderbilt. Okay. Here we go. We are down to our top 10. And no Big 12 teams, no Conference USA or MAC. One SEC team, one American team, American Conference. Okay. So warm up, turn my fan. I'm not too excited. Oh, that fly is back. I thought I had it too earlier. It's just really bugging me. Okay. I'm not really excited about Purdue, so I think I'm taking them out. And I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. I don't know if that's kind of too easy of a reason. Southern Miss, I thought I'd be more excited about having in here, but I think I'm taking out the Sun Belt as well. So maybe what I'll do is move all these conferences that have been eliminated to the back. I kind of want to keep an SEC, like Arkansas in there, because the SEC is going to be difficult if you're not one of those top schools already. Okay, so there we have it. But that messes up my numbers here. This is our, let me highlight that so we kind of see where we're at. Okay, down to 8 teams. All right, independents are out. So I'm gonna go first with Rice because I feel like I don't know how their uniforms are gonna be. Is there anything here about uniforms? What conference? No. So let's see. Rice Owls football uniforms. Here we go. I want to find. So I guess this is their shop. So I have a Houston Oiler look to them. Oilers inspired uniform, and I know they have that dark blue. Maybe their season ticket information has more on their uniforms. Nope. They just don't seem to have a ton. Oh, yeah, I'm not too excited about their uniforms from what I've seen them play in the past. The Houston Oilers ones, like it's kind of cool, but it's not enough to make me so. The American Conference is Arkansas. So even though they're SEC, actually I'll let them. All right, Colorado State. Colorado State football uniforms now. Uniforms. Okay, they have something that's like really different from their normal colors. Let's look at the uniforms from last year. Is this the only picture? 9 photos. Where's the other? Oh, here we go. It's not bad. It's not super unique, but that's all they have. And it's unfortunate because I really want to use just that whole, Colorado's gotten all the hype with Prime there, and it's the same photos I just saw, I believe. Yeah. They didn't show any alternates or anything like that, so still has the orange act. Oh, so they do have the orange, and so that helps a little bit. That does help. Okay, so I'll keep them in a little longer. UNLV. So just look at that for now, since that's their newest uniform line. Let's see here. Gray. Wow, these are nice. I'm taking out UNLV. Not as impressed as I wish I was. And we are almost to the top 5. So we're now going to look here at Arkansas. Uniforms. It's nothing flashy, but they're not bad. Images. Like they're not bad, but it's nothing like too crazy. I think I'm gonna take out Arkansas. And being in the SEC also, I think since I don't know how the game's gonna play, or like basically how terrible I'm gonna be at it, why not do something not so difficult at first? And the reason I say Arkansas is difficult is just the conference they're in. Okay, so here's our top 5 teams. So now that SEC is out, I haven't talked much about these two ACC teams, Cal and Stanford. So I have it's all West Coast teams pretty much up here. I'm on the West Coast, so it kind of makes sense. But I like the storyline here. These two teams go to the ACC, and basically that travel. But I'm more of a Stanford guy, so Cal, you are headed out. Okay, so now we are at our top 4. Um, Stanford, I had looked it up on here. And 3-9 last season, so not great at all. One Heisman winner, which kind of takes out the I want to win them their first, There they have, it says 2 national championships. It must have been way, way back in the day. 37 All Americans, winning bowl game record. They do have a winning record even as the last 10 seasons. A lot of that, you think about like the Andrew Luck era, Christian McCaffrey, that helped a lot. But since then, the last 5 seasons have not been good at all for Stanford. They have a pretty decent stadium size, built in '06. The Stanford tree. I mean, it might not be the best looking mascot, but everyone knows that mascot. And they have 2 games with a trophy rivalry, Legends Trophy and the Axe. They have a rivalry with USC that they're losing. They're also losing the Legends Trophy rivalry. And the Bill Walsh Legacy game against San Jose State, which is another school I think could see a lot of people playing. I was thinking about that really early on, and for some reason, I don't know, my thoughts on wanting to use the school kind of died. So, and it has a name, so that name might be in the rivalry as well, the Bill Walsh Legacy game. Their conference, like I said, this is the most intriguing part about Stanford. I mean, they're now in the ACC with Cal. How come I'm not seeing some of these schools? Oh, right here, the dark blue must have gotten to me. I mean, you got Clemson, Florida State, Miami. To compete against Pitt can, sometimes be pretty good. Virginia Tech, I mean, and Virginia, those are some stadiums that could be fun to play in. So I think Stanford is going to stay. Let's look at their uniforms. Which I'm kind of familiar with. They're not, from what I remember, the flashiest as well. But let's see, is there an official site that. Stanford color uniforms, I want to see. New helmets, okay. So I guess we'll just go on images and look for it. So Riley, if you're still in here, if like I said, if you hit the follow, you'll get to see a lot more of what is going on. When I start streaming, when I'm able to start streaming. Okay, so let's just go images. I mean, they have all this all white look. That's Arizona. This is their new helmets. I don't know if I like the color on them. I don't know if I like the lettering. They do have the all black uniforms. I like their all black in that helmet. Here we are right here. So I think I'm keeping Stanford going. Colorado State. Let me look at Washington State's uniforms first. See if they compare or are just better than. Alright. trying to look for a story where you can just see them all laid out. Anthracite in white uniforms. What is this? Anthracite. And it's not showing images. Okay. So let's go. So I think this kind of gives you a quick rundown of their uniforms. Maybe that one there. So I think this is. I mean, I kind of like the uniforms. You got like an all white here, that all gray, red socks, and all red, including the helmet, and then kind of a little bit of mix and match gray and white, white helmet, white and red helmet. So you can do a little bit of mixing and matching here. Colorado State, I think, man, I like that Colorado State storyline, but I need a top three. I don't know. Do I? And I'm keeping Oregon State in for now. So I don't know. Do I take out? And see, with this too, with these two teams here, it says Pac-12, but it's like a Pac-2 now. Like everyone ditched the conference, so eventually these two are going to have to leave the conference or convince other teams to come in or come back. So Stanford, I like to go into the ACC. Like I said, I used to kind of root for Stanford. I still do. I mean, I still do root for Stanford. I'm a Longhorns fan, and I would say some of these West Coast teams I just like to root for. I'm pretty sure I've seen Oregon State's uniforms, but Colorado State or Washington State. Um, man, I just do one from each conference, and then one from each conference, and then make that my top three. Let me see. What else can I look up to help me make? And see, with Washington State, I'd probably do an air raid just to keep, like I said, I have Mike Leach's old playbook and just him passing away while he was there. I don't know if I could like keep that offense going in the direction he would have had it going. I'm just like I like the basic Colorado State uniforms, but there's not a lot of like mix and match opportunity there. So I think I'm taking out Colorado State. I think the Mountain West is out. Which there's some teams in there I would love to use in the Mountain West. So maybe my second dynasty will be a Mountain West team. Okay. So here's my top three teams. Stanford, Oregon State, Washington State. Pick up Oregon State uniforms. Got the orange. History, no, is this a shop? I don't want a shop. I was thinking it was an article. Yeah, the Pac-12 doesn't exist no more. Okay, so I got images. I mean, they got the black, the orange trim, the all orange, and the white. So they don't have a ton of uniform options. They get these helmets in and give you an extra helmet option, which I would love. I think they will. Excuse me. I think they will be in the game. And I mean, then you got the whole, they're near the Ducks, they're near Eugene, which that's the powerhouse school over here. That's probably the most favored school in their own state. I think I'm gonna take out Washington State. So now I'm down to two schools. All right. So. Riley, are you still in here? You still in the chat? I go to? There we go. So, I'll just looking something else up real quick. Freaking phone's back. Oh, I missed again. It keeps getting on my screen and I'm trying not to damage the screen. Alright, so here's the deal, Riley. If you're in the stream still in the chat, I think it'd be cool to have Oregon State just because you're in the chat. Your brother plays there. Hey KO, how you doing? Man, you're up late out there. Are you streaming right now? Oh no, you're not. Okay. So okay, I'm just getting ready here. I'm trying to pick my team for Dynasty as soon as the college football game comes out here. So yeah, I just haven't been on here in a while, but yeah, like I said, I'm trying to pick my Dynasty team and just been working my summer program I told you about early in the year, but unfortunately, but not unfortunately, on Saturday I leave for our college visit trips that I don't know if I told you about in the past. We'll be going to Yellowstone and some things, so I'm actually going to be gone when the game releases, and then as soon as I get back, I go to Florida with my family. So I'm not going to get to play the game till like where's my calendar? When do we get back? Leave Saturday. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to play the game till like almost 2 weeks after it comes out. So I'm just trying to keep it or get it ready and pick my Dynasty team here. You streamed earlier some Resurgence, and then I don't know if Riley's still in the chat, but someone in here. I was already planning. You know me, I always pick the West Coast schools. I was already in my head thinking Oregon State would be one of my top schools, and then Riley showed up randomly, who has a brother who plays for Oregon State. It comes out officially, I think it's the 19th, but if you have that early 3 days, the pre-order, it comes out on the 16th, I believe. Oh, sorry, you guys. So I know last time you were on stream, or I checked into your stream, you were saying you might be moving to Arizona. Is that official now? I guess if you're moving, I'm guessing it's official. Resurgence, all right. Oh, and then since you showed up, I was kind of for picking some teams and narrowing it down. I went to this site here. It might help you if you want to pick a dynasty team or not. I found them through the Everything EA College Football X or Twitter page. How's it going, Sway? Thanks for checking in. I'm just over here picking my dynasty team for the new game. But this website here. Oh, thanks for the follow, Sway. All right, it's awesome. Really appreciate it. But yeah, this site it gives you a lot of information on the teams and their stadiums. So they're starting to put in overalls for the teams as they find them out. Records, Heisman winners, all time, last 20 seasons, all time records are in here. You're in Nebraska through August. Okay, so later in August we'll be on the same time zone. You won't have to be up so late streaming no more. And then it kind of gives you some stuff on the stadium a little bit here. So I had Rutgers in my top 25 and maybe top 15. And my biggest reason for wanting Rutgers is I was saying it earlier in stream, is they actually they played in the very first ever college football game in real life. They played the very first college football game. I don't know if you knew that or not, but I kind of kept them in for a while just based on that. Um, it tells you if they have a mascot or not, which was another big thing for me because I know EA worked really hard on presentation, so I wanted to like take advantage of most things as possible. And then it tells you rivalries and their scores, and I wanted to pick a team that has a rivalry with a name or a trophy, like the Axe here and the Legends Trophy. This game here has a name, the Bill Walsh Legacy game. So I just want to see some more presentation stuff. So I wanted to pick teams that had something like that, and then it tells you just who's in their conference. And Stanford has those games, and then my other team is Oregon State. So, KO, are you just kind of cleaning up everything in Nebraska so you can, head out, make a clean move out there? Um, Oregon State last year they had a winning record, which was big for me for a team to have a losing record last season. But then I have a little bias towards them, and I know their coach left, who was an Oregon State guy. Their QB transferred to Florida State. Their all-time record's a losing record. They do have a Heisman winner, who I need to look up who that was. I'm not sure who that is. They have a losing record over the last 20 seasons, winning record the last 5, which again kinda might make me pick Stanford over them. Has their stadium here. They have a mascot. They have the Platypus Trophy, so they do have one rivalry game. They call it. Is it called the Platypus? See here, I actually live near here, and we just call it the Civil War game. So HBCUs, they have. Is it Jackson State's HBCU? Isn't it? JSU. Oh, okay. So they got somebody you're kind of helping them out. All right. So I don't remember if let's see. I guess right here. I mean, I just wanted a yes or no. But yeah, I think I thought JSU was HBCU. Yeah. Okay. So JSU is in it. Let me see. But that's because they made the move to Division One to the FBS Division One, and then let me see HBCUs list. So make sure they're not in. Trying to see just to make sure. Where's Jackson State on here? Oh, it's right there. I think they're the only Division One HBCU, and that was recent too for football, anyways. And that was a recent move. Alabama State, they're not in. Yeah. I thought there was more than just this list here, or okay, here we go. Might take me a second to look through this list just to see who's that's what I meant. I said Jacksonville. I meant Jackson State because they're right here. So this is their info here. What's in here, anyways? Don't have their overalls yet. Their record, and like I said, a lot of this record is from before they were Division One. Stadium, and no rivalry right now listed on here, anyways. Oh, Sam Houston? Sam Florida. Oh, are they in here? I don't see them. No, they're not in it. FAMU's not in. They're not D1. So yeah, Jackson State is. Let me finish looking through this list here. Which Jackson State had a pretty good record last year, but like I said, they're new to. Yeah, see, Florida A&M's here, but they're not FBS. It's just a. I think Jackson State might be the only Division 1 football school. But if you want one, I don't know when they're gonna make the site available. They are gonna have the Team Builder site back. I don't know if you ever used it with the NCAA 14. So you can create any school you want. So you can create any of these HBCUs on there. So even if they're not in the game because they're not a FBS 1 Division 1 school, you can create them and just throw them in there, replace another school. So I guess they're not in the game because they're not FBS 1, but you can put them in there, and you can design their uniforms. You can do all stadium, everything. So yeah, the only one Division 1 is Jackson State. So Sway. Okay, so now I just have to decide between Oregon State and Stanford. And I was sad. I don't think Riley is in the chat. It was someone new that was watching. But I was gonna say if they can get their brother, who's a D1 player, to give me a shout out or something, I would just lock them in right now and just put Oregon State as the team that I'm going to use first for Dynasty. But yeah, I think what I was thinking too is I'm gonna do if I do two dynasties, I'm gonna do one with a regular team that's already in the game, and I might do a team builder dynasty and create like maybe the school I went to college at, or you know just some small school that doesn't even have a football team or something like that, and build the uniforms and everything, or just create a completely made up school and put them in there. But right now, I don't know between Stanford and Oregon State. I like the Stanford and Oregon State storylines where this is now actually the Pac-2, not the Pac-12, and Stanford is in the ACC, which is across the country for them. Uniform wise, I think it's kind of similar amount of options. I thought we said Jackson. I thought you said Jackson State is a. Oh no, this is Jacksonville State. That's in here. I got myself confused. Yeah, so I wish they would release. I don't know when they release the team builder site. Let's see if it says. See if it says it on Reddit. Early July. No, there's nothing. They haven't. So they haven't released. It'd be cool if they released it early. But yeah, you're gonna have to build. Yeah, so I kept saying JSU, thinking Jackson State, but it was Jacksonville State. So my bad on that, KO. Let's see on news. So I skipped some of those. Yeah, and then since you can build them, you can go online and look at the uniforms and try and duplicate them, or you can just or duplicate them and make some cool alternates that you would like to see. Where's Team Builder? I mean, this deep dive is so large. Conference rules. Does it have it? Oh, Team Builder. He's back. Just doesn't say the date for it. So yeah, I mean, but you're gonna be able to build it. So I mean, you can get any school you want in here. Jeez. Okay. What do you think, KO? Stanford or Oregon State? Let's see. What's Stanford's record again? And then Sway, what are you thinking? You said you were thinking Rutgers, but what do you think between Stanford and Oregon State? Pros and cons. I mean, they've been pretty bad. That says 2 national championships. I was gonna look up who Oregon State's Heisman winner was. It's been a while ago. Terry Baker. Oregon State. See, that's who I was kind of leaning to. I mean, they even have, to add to the storyline, their coach, who was an Oregon State guy, because the Pac 12 got dismantled, left to Michigan State. Their QB left to Florida State. I believe, did the running back go to USC a couple years ago or last year? So I think like that's kind of who I'm leaning to more, and I like both their uniforms, but I think I like Oregon State's a little bit more. And then the fact that I've actually been in that stadium, not for one of their games, but so this is their Heisman Trophy winner here. That was a while ago. All right, I think I'm going Oregon State. It's who I've been leaning to since I started thinking about this. I mean, you're leaning Oregon State, and then I had someone in chat earlier whose brother plays at Oregon State, so I think Oregon State's the move. So here we go. There we go. Oregon State's going to be our team. All right. So what I'm going to do now is go to the Just Chatting channel, and I will just stream some MLB The Show or something and talk some games. Okay, so let me get this working now. Since you said you're staying in Nebraska till August, are you is your girl already out there, or is she going soon? some show here. So let's go to, do I have it under Madden? There we go. My sound working now? Start a new franchise. I'm a Giants fan, but skip out on that. Let's go. Let's see. Red Sox aren't doing too great. White Sox, I think, has been done a lot this year. Maybe LA. A's been done a lot the last few years. Miami. Be fun. Nationals. Since he hits pretty big then. I think I did Colorado before. Oh, Boston. I mean, you know, money. Detroit. You know, the Lions are on the come up. I don't think I've ever played with a Detroit team. I don't even know who's on the roster. So let's just go Detroit. Manual. Let's do manual for everything for now. Importance to be pretty high because I don't want to jump into a ton of games to start with, anyways. So here. Earliest inning, 7th. No player highlight moments. Actually, yeah, but in the 9th. Let's just go straight to the regular season and start scouting. Let's get a depth chart just to see who's on here. And probably change my stream settings that I'm now on the show. I'll leave it. We can recruit anywhere. Okay. Let's just get to the calendar. Let's go to our first recruiting week here. How do you feel about now that your move is official? Like, you kind of more on the excited side, or what? What's or more like nervous? Like, oh man, like, you know. Okay, so let's recruit. Oh, I can't. It's the second week that I can start recruiting. I'll play this in a bit. Rogers needs to a double to complete the cycle. Let's try and get the cycle here.
John Shelby
Oh,
alongside
there we go. It
Chris
is working.
Singleton.
Okay.
We'd like to welcome those just
There we go.
tuning in on the show for a live look-in. You're right on
Also,
time.
let's see if I still can hit.
A chance at history here. Needs just a double to complete the cycle.
Oh, and he did not get the cycle.
In time to Vaughn. And that's the third out.
That was quick.
And a final 8-7.
Maybe I should have done a Road to October instead of the Dynasty franchise. Nice. Get the save here. Replay buffer's on. Okay. Man, I'm excited about the college football game. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
So 2 down, Andy Ibanez up now for the Tigers. Trying to deliver as the hero. Now a rip into left center. And that gets down into the gap.
Oh, wait, I'm not the Mets. I don't know. I was thinking I was closing the game. I should have sent him home. I thought I was tied.
Top of the ninth, your team needs you to come through, and you deliver a game-tying RBI base hit. Now let's see if they can build on that and get the lead. Put the pressure on the other side heading into the bottom of the ninth.
Joey Lucchesi gets the ball now. He's making his
Oh, that was... I should have been paying more attention.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Jake Rogers. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Terrible swing.
Just missed. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Adrian Hauser appears to be
There's
getting
2 outs. Yeah, I messed. This game should be over.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Swings and misses. And a count 1-2.
Way early.
He's going to do something special right here. It's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
I should not have swung there. You know, another good thing about moving in late August is, as long as this doesn't happen again, is you're missing the heat wave that we got going on right now.
I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Next offering upstairs.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Akil Baddoo waiting to hit for Detroit. And now the lefty. Strike 3.
God, that slow pitch.
Inning over, and it could have been worse. Here's Gio Urshela. Golden opportunity right here. Swing and a ball lined out.
Yeah, I got them in the game.
Drops into the glove. Both runners
Make it.
from second
Yep.
and third. Played the play.
It's over.
Safe,
Oh no, this is the top of the.
Sometimes that can be a little tough to score on. It was hit so hard that
If we're in New York.
the tag takes a little bit of time by the time that outfielder catches it, but a really good job of getting that run in from third.
And that is that.
See if our closer can come in and finish this game.
2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. 11-9
All right,
the
got it.
final for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew.
11-9, so
MLB
oh
The
my
Show.
god.
I'm John Shelby. Thanks for joining us.
So everything I just did.
Here now is our final.
At least I kept the game. I guess if I hadn't done that first moment, then we probably wouldn't have. A few days, keep active. So I'll fix the lineups for now. First, let's get our scouts. I forgot how to do this. It's been so long since I played this. So we have one that has great efficiency for pitchers, great efficiency and discovery, great efficiency to scout pitchers. Position players are Okay. So let's go one that's like high discovery. That's something a little cheaper. That's just gonna discover people don't care about efficiency. I wish it was better at both though. Okay, let's go back up. So in this range. Okay, can I hire him over this guy? This guy. Alright, efficiency, pitchers, position players. So let's go one that has efficiency for both. Don't really care about discovery. 110, let's go under one because we're gonna be able to hire multiple guys. Efficiency. That's not bad. Use this guy to do two things here. So now we have one more discovery. Let's see. What's going on here? I think I want, I want this guy. I have one guy that can discover pitchers better, anyways. Hire him for his efficiency's good too. If I replace this guy, can I? Nope. Efficiency, scouting pitchers, and discovery with pitchers. I think I'll replace here. So I can have two guys that can do pitchers and. Okay, so discovery. Who's my best discoverer? 94. And pitchers. So discover. And we're going to go heavy. Let's go international. And then this will discover position players. And we're just going to do international for a while. Let's go infield, international. And this guy is going to scout some pitchers. We'll do position. I just want to see what we got here. Starting pitchers. Where does it say where they're from? Do I gotta click on them? Florida, New Jersey, so East. International. So let's go international. Scout international. Scout position. Starting pitcher. International. That'll be our first scouting plan. Let's sim a week. Let's see. Check lineups for AA. See if I have any top prospects. Then I can make sure that they're playing. Nope. Do it then will be level, and let me check my single A. Put him up in AA so he can play. Put him up in AA. Just because of the A potential, I need them to get some playing time. And Okay. And while I advance a week, I'm going to change my stream information real quick. Hey, Kate, if I can't put on music until I am like affiliate or something, right? Without getting copyrighted. Because I was thinking of putting my like Spotify on in the background, but then I was like, I don't want to get any strikes. Score tie bases loaded. We can hold them off here.
Go ahead, run on base.
Zach
Next up for
Geloff.
the A's, Zach Geloff.
Why did it change my settings? Oh, I'm pitcher.
No better way.
And now everybody's running. Bunt attempt misses. Now he has nowhere to go. He's tagged.
Did they really
out,
just?
That didn't play out the way they hoped.
Wow. Did they think I was gonna throw that ball away?
The pitch.
I'm so late on these. I don't know what's going on.
All tied up here in the third and final game of the series.
I haven't played this in a while. I don't know. Is that why I'm so late?
That one hit to right. Green settles under it.
We got 2 outs, so as long as we catch it, we're good.
And
Okay.
that is out number 3.
That steal was just great. It was probably supposed to be a bunt, but it was such a bad pitch.
And we are.
And we win. Ibanez hits a 2 RBI home run to win the game. Andy Ibanez. Yeah, it'd be nice to have some. Can you hear the gameplay on this too? Just let me know if you can't. 11-game hitting streak. Oh, let's keep it alive here. I mean, we're gonna go quick through this first season here. I don't even know how to make many trades this first season.
We'd like to welcome those just tuning in on the show for a live look-in. You're right on time. Jake Rogers bats here with an 11-game hit streak on the line.
Oh, they have the slurve. If I remember right, I was pretty horrible at trying to hit that.
Late on that fastball.
Pretty horrible at hitting everything right now.
All game, if hitters will chase it, that's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down.
Oh, why did I swing? No.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them.
That's on me. I was like, why did they put me in the game? But it was. I actually just want to simulate your date. So, 39 prospects added, 1 infield found, 3 pitcher prospects discovered. I'm going to keep it the same. 1 more week. Recently scouted starting pitchers. Any new? Oh, this guy went from not ranked to number 9 on my board. Dropped a little bit. This guy's rising. Staying about the same. So I look to see if I have any like unranked guys that are moving up. He went up a little bit. point to number 107. Potential 82 98, kind of low overall though. That guy's dropping. So I'm gonna keep this the same. And let's say I'm gonna set a mark. If I don't get 3 more pitchers, I'm gonna change regions. And if I don't get more than 1 infielder, I'm gonna change regions. Two runners on base. Javi Baez up. Which I don't think I could even get anyone to want to trade for him.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Here's the second baseman, Javier Baez.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Oh, I thought I held
Check
off.
swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. High fly ball out into left center field. He's under it. And it's caught for the
Do you know, KO, which school you're gonna want to use? Like which school you're gonna want to create on Team Builder?
Back to the top of the lineup, Akil Baddoo up now for the Tigers. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your
Oh, I got
pitch.
under
You
it too
leave
much.
something out over the plate. It's going to bring
Get
in some
back, get back,
runs.
get back. Don't catch it. Get back. Okay. Get through, get through the gap. There we go.
And he
Go home.
gets by him. There comes the runner. Now a long throw home.
There we go.
Saved.
There we go.
Made it. And this ball game is
I don't know if we got deep enough, but the thing is it went so slow that the center fielder couldn't get to it in time to make the throw, which works just as fine as a hard hit out to deep up to the warning track. So
This game over with in regulation. Well, they got the run they needed, put one up, and they put one
so
in the win column.
dribbler took the middle. Second baseman barely missed it, and he's way ahead of that throw. The fireworks going off in the background.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi.
Do player of the game because of that clutch hit. See if we can do it again. We're 6th in runs. 9th at on base percentage.
And the batter now,
Runs.
Jake Rogers. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Right through there for a
I
strike.
knew that was gonna be a strike. I just didn't
Gotta
really
stay dialed in here. Look for
like
anything
swinging.
in
That
the
was a
dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Found back our way, and that's out of play. With the tying run on at first, here in the last half of inning number 9. And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. And 1 out now. So the lineup flips over. And now the center fielder, Akil Baddoo. That one off the mark. Ball 1.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
And that one is lifted in the air.
She's not looking good so
2
far.
down. So they're down to their final out. Gio Urshela to the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And that drops in for a strike.
I was there too. I don't know why I didn't swing it
Hit
there.
hard in into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score
Speed
that
up
run
first
from
base.
first.
And now the count is even.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I
Speed.
know
I don't know
you want to get
speed
that
on
first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against it.
Just
So
in
a change
case.
being made at first
Never
base.
know.
On to pinch run, Parker Meadows.
It's our last chance to tie it, so.
And now
Oh, I went way too high.
Leclerc is just 1 strike away.
And he got me.
Got him, and that's the ball game. And your
That
final
pinch
score
runner
here today,
did
2-1.
nothing. Reese Olson, 7 hits, 8 strikeouts, 1 earned run. He got the lock. Oh yeah, it's a 2-1 game. Okay, so let's just home team down by 1. Simulate Tigers win. Okay. Scouting. He found 4 more pitchers and only 1 infield. Okay. Went from 22nd to 9th. Oh, I can check the name of that guy that was unranked. This guy jumped up quite a few spots as well. This first guy has a higher overall low. Look at stats once we're there a little more. Oh, here he is. Benito Cortez. Unranked number 22. This guy's dropping. Any crazy jumps? This guy a little bit. Another unranked guy jumping in his top 100. Okay. Let's look at what's my worst infield position? Third base. Oh, center fielder. East. International. Let's go outfield twice, and if that doesn't work, then he'll start scouting what we already have. And I don't think I'm going to play any, I don't think I'm jumping into any scenarios this week. Scouting. 76 days left. 2 pitchers discovered. 2 outfield prospects discovered. 2 center fielders also, which is what I need. Unranked. Both unranked coming in. Okay. Jump into top 100 for here. Top 200 over there. This guy's 18. Okay. So let's do, keep that. This guy's now top 8 according to us. After being 50% scouted. Top 10. Unranked top 11 for Benito Cortez. Nothing really wows you, but these guys. Couple. That's for stamina. Yeah, I mean, solid players it looks like, but nothing. Center fielders. Contact. Could be alright. No power except for against lefties. It's definitely better against lefties. Vision could get there. speed should be pretty good. So this guy's gonna be quick. Okay, so we'll do this one more time. And I think this week I also will not play anything. Dare to keep active. There we go. Kind of an hands-off first season. So let's go. Let's discover some. Let's go infield east. No, outfield east. So we can scout that one guy, and then this guy. Draft rank 1. In MLB, he's not ranked at all. Okay, contacts, okay, power. Vision, discipline are great, but his fielding. I mean, he's going to be a great fielder out of the gate. And speed. So what I'm going to do is have this guy. Scout him. Troy. Scout prospect, scout him. There we go. And this might be a little better. Still number 8, number 10. Benito dropped a little. Where did he drop to? Oh, number 22, but I mean, that's still a crazy jump. He was 100% scouted. Leandro Rodriguez, number 18, 95 walks per 9. This guy has high potential. Okay. So we're going to do this. Actually, prospect list. Starting pitchers. Oh, okay. What is that? East? East. East. Okay, let's go east. And then we're going to get some outfielders in the east so that I can scout there. I'm excited about that prospect, even though he's more of a fielder. Hunting down one. One runner on base. How many outs? Simulate. Auto. Triple for that. I'm not going to be able to do that. The double. I ain't going to be able to do that. One discovered in the east. I'm going to leave him one more time. Oh, 100% discovered. So he's a 70 overall fielder. I'm just going to look at the low ends. Speed. I mean, he's fast. has good power versus right-handed batters right now. It's definitely for his fielding. So let's cancel position outfield. I think he was center field. What's supposed to be number 1? East. Okay. And then discovered one new unranked. And let's go starting pitchers. They're kind of staying around the top of the draft here. Nothing too crazy as far as changes. He jumped up quite a bit. Okay. Do one more in the East. He's got discovery and efficiency for position players. He's got efficiency on pitchers. Discovery position players, okay. Actually, cancel. Let's have him discover outfielders in the West. And let's make his priority there. There we go. And then let's go here. Home team down by 2, runners on the center here. See what we can do. Not top 10 in anything anymore. Back middle of the second half of the middle.
One down. Here's Mark Canha. He's already homered here in this one.
Slider circle.
Swing and a miss.
Late.
It's 0-1.
His club is very happy he's at the plate in this moment. He loves hitting in these high leverage situations, and he seems to deliver the goods more often than not.
And that's off the inside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. And fouled off.
Again.
And here it comes. Ripped on a
There
line.
we go. Should give us a tie.
And he's safe at third. And
Yeah, tie game.
2-run score. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Huge moment for him and his team, Boog. You know, some guys just grip it a
Javi
bit too tight
Baez.
in a big spot like
Baez.
this, having a chance to tie it up in the bottom of the ninth. But he didn't let the moment get to him. Comes up with the RBI.
Swung on, belted.
Tag up.
McCormick on the run.
It should be running.
And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
There you go.
And the Tigers walk
You
it
know what?
off for the win.
If I can get him his stats up, maybe someone will want to trade for him.
Scoring 1 run in the ninth is pretty difficult because the quality of arms and the focus on every single pitch. But to score 4 runs for the win, an incredible comeback. This showed us a lot. Nice win for this team today.
Kana, who started it
Here's our final line score this afternoon.
in that 9th. 4 earned runs. Shutout stayed. A few days. Let's see if we can get another walk-off. See if we can get one more walk-off here this week.
Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers. He's already homered in this game.
Here.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Oh boy, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
That one not close.
Just trying to throw
2 balls,
heat.
no strikes.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent years.
That was bad. So let that pitch go.
Drifts towards it. One away. He's 2 outs away. Here's Mark Canham. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
All those slow pitches.
That is strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Oh.
The pitch.
Why'd I swing?
Keeps
Nope.
the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Try to hold it off, but
With the winning run at the plate here in the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And he deals. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
too low. I thought he was going to go to the zone because there's no swung at everything.
The pitch.
Set that, and there it is.
It's a strikeout.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it,
I'm seeing
it's very
Baez.
difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that
Lifted to left, and this should do it.
Nope, just
And
an
he's
easy
got
out.
it. Ball game. And the Marlins strand the tying run on base to win it.
Josh Bell, 3 for 2 doubles, 2 RBIs. We're 25 and 18. All right. Nothing found out east or out west. All right, everything kind of staying where it should here. A lot of like the blues over here. Okay, there we go. Let's go. Infield west. Outfield central. And then after this, I'm just going to do 2 sets of scouting. I don't play much this week. Discovered 1 outfield prospect. Okay, but look at that. He jumps into top 25 from being unranked. Brian Wang. So let's put him silver. Let's do infield in the west one more time. Central's the way to go. Yep. Do infield one more time in the West. I'm gonna do another week of simming without playing really any games. Oh, 60 day. Auto fix. 2 to 3 months, 60 day. Auto fix. Oh, they want Javi Baez. Hold on. I mean, 20. Getting rid of 23 million. And they want. I'm basically dumping a contract and just. Just. They really want to compete. Let me see if I add Bryce Eldridge. It's 19. His stats are kind of low though. Bo Davidson. Trying to find a lot of catchers, but none that are. See. Give me Casey Schmidt. It's 25 and getting better. I don't think I'm going to win the World Series year one with these guys. Right fielder. He's got some speed. Only 20. I'm just gonna accept it the way it is, because yeah. Alright, it's probably one of the worst trades ever on this game. I need to release a player. I'll just go. 20-year-old with those ratings is not good. Oh, no, cancel. To release. Okay, I'll pay the money to get rid of them. Fix. I said I'm not going to do it. Number 16 now. Great power versus right, potentially. Contact should be decent. Great fielder. And speed. How do I add him to... Position, this is it. Left fielder, your prospect list. historian one guy. Any crazy jumps or anything? Let's go west. One more week of scouting there. Let's go. What can this guy do? Efficiency's not very good. Discover. International infielders again. I'm at 3 for now, see what that does. This one at 2. Simulate a week without playing. Broken ankle. 34 days until 10. Oh, scouted. One infield found. What was he? Not very good. Third baseman. Okay. Pitchers. Wait. Scout West. Okay. And this guy stayed on top here. Okay. Dorian Lang. It's time to just scout now. 95 pitchers, 96 position players. Let's go. Shortstop. East, International, Central, International, East, East. Let's go East. And then pitchers. Central. Maybe I should start on relief pitchers. East, Central, Central, International, West. Central. Let's go East. And this last guy is good at discovering pitchers. Discover pitchers in the Central region, no West. I'm gonna start losing some games now after that trade and those injuries. I want to see if we can get to the draft here and sign our prospects. Shortstop. He's dropping. Nothing too exciting. International Central. International West. Central West. Central, and then we'll go west. 32 in the central region. Nothing too crazy. East. International West. International. East. And then international. One starting pitcher discovered. Texas guy. International. Let's go infield. Yep, we are going downhill now. 6 shortstops in the central region. Stayed the same. International, West, international. So international, oh shoot, no. Zero league pictures. Let's keep it there one more. Stewart. His efficiency isn't great. So keep discovering. So I want to get to the draft. International shortstops. This guy jumped up a lot. It's kind of low right now, I think. catchers here. East, National. Let's get him catchers. Not discover. So not unless something crazy happens. I'm not really looking for a catcher right now. I have a lot of other gaps to fill. Okay. 8 second baseman in the East scouted. Stayed about the same. Lower, lower. Don't think it's worth looking at more. Okay. So international lower. Let's go central. And then international. 15. Number 10. Strikeouts per 9. Okay. 12. This guy might be looking a little bit better. I'll keep it there again. Catchers. He's dropping. Keep it there one more time. I kind of like that one. I mean, he's not the best scout for this, but I'm going to be playing right now. Okay, sorry, I should kind of probably leave those trades there. What's the draft? Damn it. Okay. So Robert Stars. Add him. Starting pitcher. Walks per 9, home runs per 9. Sure. Home runs per 9 is a little low. Let him there. Oh, here. Dorian Lang. I think this is the guy I wanted. It's the guy I really want. This guy should be pretty solid. Batting at least. Fielding. Oh, starting pitcher. Oh. Never mind then. Wow, he dropped a lot. Some with high scouting percentages. Yeah. Dorian Lang, I think, is the guy I really want. It's unranked. I have him ranked number 15th. Injury risk low. That's my number one guy I want to go after. And hopefully he falls to 11. Hopefully no one else scouted him. Okay. Wow, he's a 50, maybe a 60 overall already. His bottom, well, I mean, I don't have him fully scouted, but the bottom is 80. Wow, he's already a 70 overall, potentially. I may just screwed up big time. I feel like I'm okay there. Can I skip the pick? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. Stowers, Franklin, Rodriguez, Lang. I'm just gonna wait until for these picks. Okay, we're good. Lang is the one I really want. Then I'll probably go after Stowers next. I'll have to look at the pictures. I think most of these guys were unranked too, so there's a good chance I could get all 4. Or at least 2 or 3. Oh, and there goes the picture already. Okay. And this was the better picture. No, yeah, I know. As long as Lang doesn't go here. Okay. So let's look here. 23. Signing motivation. Bonus demand. Draft position. So if I get him here, I should be able to get him. Should be an okay hitter. Really good fielder with good speed. He's only 18. Play anywhere on the outfield and first base. Lefty, lefty. 75 bottom potential. I have him 100% scouted with a pretty good scout. He should be already a 62 overall at least. Draft. Okay. Let's see if I can keep. So Stowers and Rodriguez. Where'd Stowers go? Stowers went to the Dodgers, of course. It would have been nice to have. Real nice, but. So I think I'll have to go Rodriguez here. Draft position is important, so. I don't know if I'll be able to sign him as easy, but. Okay. So from here on out, let's go. Tigers next pick. Can I pause? Nope. I need another pitcher here. Bonus demands most important to him. He should be a solid pitcher. Strikeouts is good. I do a lot of simming, so. Strikeouts, home runs, probably 61, walks 59. I think this is the guy, Benito Cortez, who was intriguing early on. I think he Kind of got up almost top 10, I think. Is there a shortstop that's scouted pretty well? No. 40% is the most I have. On anything, though. 70% relief pitcher. 30% shortstop. Contact should be good with this guy. Fielding isn't great. Let's wing it. Why not? Potential here. I think just based on that. 82.93 for this relief pitcher. 697. Just get him there. Oh, here we go. A closer, why not? As long as no one takes him. Geraldo Vaga. Oh, it's not my pick. Okay. You're panicking over nothing. 61.94. Kurt Stewart, there's a reason he hasn't been taken. 70. 78.92. 791. 80.94 third baseman. Oh, yeah. 789 third baseman. Not very impressive. Okay. So now let's get to Brian Lang. He was our first overall pick. Second overall pick. And Benito Cortez was our third. Okay. 70% interest. We're going to try and He's 100% scouted. I'm just not very impressed with his stats. We're simming. Get all these guys. They're 100% scouted. Get a higher percentage is all. I'm messed up here. So let's go for Benito Cortez. Okay, got him. Start adding Kurt Stewart. I don't want to scout him. Start with Kurt Stewart. See, for like 1.5. Got him. Okay. Scout him. Might be able to offer him. Okay. I'll have everybody on here. And I can just see, their overalls are kind of low, which is why this guy would be better. Power's not there, fielding's not amazing, but on base percentage should be good. Store's number 1 priority. He gets 20% scouting. I don't get it. Why is he getting more scouting than? Advance one more time. Pitcher. 8 relief pitchers. just doesn't want to come to the MLB yet. I might want to try to go college route. He's now at 78 to 85. I mean, I'm still okay with that contact. He's a closer, so he should be okay. Signed him. Let's keep going. There, I should fix that. Pretty good contact guy. Fielding's not all there. Let's get his closer. So I'll make an offer just on the last day. 77.92. I mean, for a closer, this should be pretty decent. This might be the last time. Okay, it's dropped a little bit now for the right-handed contact. There we go, we got him. I think I'll be able to sign him. Kurt Stewart went unsigned. Scouted potential 75 to 90, and he's on the lower end of that at an 81. Decent fielder. He's a 68 overall right now. Just needs to get his contact up. His hitting sets up. What's his field? Yeah. Here we do Leandro Rodriguez. 64 overall right now. 93 true potential. Actual potential. Scouted 85 to 97, so I'll take 93. Really control velocity. Walks. Ks aren't high. Hits aren't high. Home runs is really low. The starting pitcher Benito Cortez with an 87 overall, so kind of towards the higher end of scouted. Nothing becomes shortstop. Really good contact right out the gate. 64 overall. Below average speed. He's got not a great fielder. Good vision. Kind of in the middle where we had scouted him. Tino Doe. 95 actual potential. Scouted was 88 to 98, so good side of that. Only 57 overall right now. And then at 85 for the closer, who's currently a 69 overall. Geraldo Vega. Okay. And we don't know about Kurt Stewart. So my highest actual potential is a 95. Let's see. We'll just go quickly see if we find anything over 95. Oh, they went two unsigned there. They scouted him as 93. I'll check overalls after. They did not sign their top pick. Wow, they went with 4 unsigned. So far, I have the highest actual potential. Close second here, but he's a really low overall, so he's going to be a while. Oh, right here. 61 overall, 94 potential. He was close. Oh, 90. Oh, that's me. Okay. My highest overall, 69. 71 overall already. Oh, closer. I'm going to check the ones that are already in actual potentials in blue. 65. Two, 58. 48. Man, that's slow. 52 and 59. 61. 70. 65. 67. 66. Jason McMahon, #1 overall. So yeah, decent betting stats already. Alright, and I have 68 overall, but his actual potential is only 81 with my top pick. I'm definitely going to be a fielder. And 2 pitchers here. I mean, so like all these guys so far 60 overall or higher. So that's good. set for my highest potential overall. And he's 21. He's 69 overall here. Closing picture. Vision. It's probably the guy I'm most excited about right now, Arthur McCallum. Alright, so I'm going to save this. And I'm going to call it a night. So thanks for checking out the stream. KO, thanks for checking in. Good luck with your move. Hope everything goes well there and your transition next month. Sway, thanks for the follow. When I get back from my trip, I will definitely be on that college football grind. And then Riley, yep, thanks for checking in and helping kind of lean me towards Oregon State, because that is the Dynasty team I will be picking. So if you guys follow, you'll see the alerts. You'll see when I'm live. I'd really appreciate it as well. Really, it's going to help me out. And I can't wait for this game. And hopefully, I'll do a couple streams, hopefully, before I leave on my trip of, I don't know, Call of Duty or baseball or something. And then once I get back, we will get on that Oregon State Dynasty. But thanks for checking in the stream, and I'll catch you guys next time.